Yo, what's happening? It's Benjamin D'Souza here, Bizak, with another Clizak. And I was on a panel earlier today, Jerome Whiteside's panel to be exact. And he's doing what he does. Jerome is good opposition, you know. Him and I, we have a cordial relationship. Other people in the manosphere really have vitriol towards the brother. The brother hasn't gotten overtly disrespectful to me to the point to where we can fall out like that. But it's just he's on the other team. He's on the opposing team, and that's fine. Good men can disagree. And I want to thank him for being a good sport for letting me up. Even though before he let me up, he was like, I don't know about letting you up. All right, nigga, I'm gonna let you up. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew I was gonna come with that. But anyway, what I'm about to do is play a clip from the interaction when I was on the panel. Then I'm going to come on the back end and give my commentary on that. So, and also, I have a special clip that I'm going to play after that from a reputable who's been on YouTube for quite some time and who's made major moves in, the socio-political economic sphere where black people are concerned. And he literally, 2 hours later, opened up his stream in his program and said the exact same shit that I said 2 hours prior to that. And I mean, when he said it, I'm listening to it. When he said it, I just damn near screamed, thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I was just trying to say on a panel a few hours ago. But, like I said, fair use. This is for educational purposes. But I'll see you guys on the other side.
That you might not, if you want to work yourself up to be a lawyer, put in the fucking work to be a lawyer. But the reality is, you're not going to be a millionaire. You're not going to be a fucking lawyer. Take what you can get, provide for yourself, and provide for your woman, man. That 50-50 bullshit is out the window, man. These women have already said they don't want to deal with none of that shit. If you're not providing, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with that shit. This is 2022. You're not gonna get a woman by saying you on 50-50 on fucking bills. And then you expect her to be fucking happy about it. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you said lemonade. Am I buffing? I don't know. It might be. I'm about to drop the link if anybody want to come up. Anybody but you, nigga. Anybody but you. Anybody can come up, but that nigga. You know what? Actually, you can't come up, man. You know what? I said anybody can come up today. Man. Yeah, you can come up, man. So, you want to come up, let me know. I just dropped a link. Anybody want to come up? Anybody got any beat? Oh, yeah. She said he sound good. Yeah, it might be you, Lemonade. You might have to refresh your you might have to refresh your fucking stream. But yeah, anybody can come up, man. Anybody want to talk about it? If not, I'm gonna leave. But like I said, anybody got any beef? I unblock everybody. Any of you niggas feel like black men are leading, and let me say we got Bossy in the building, and make sure it's her.
Hello.
Bossy, that's you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's you. What's going on,
Hey.
player? What you think about everything? What you think about that white man putting his foot in that nigga's ass on live?
Well, at least it's somebody that he respects. I mean, men usually respect other men. They don't really respect very much that comes out of a woman's mouth or a woman's critique, especially it comes from a black woman, someone they share a phenotype with. But I wanted to add real quick that it's not that women don't want to do 50-50. It's just that we're not going to do 50-50 and submit. So if the and they're not going to be a traditional woman if they're paying 50-50, and that's what most men want when they want a woman in a relationship. So I think that that's a better way to set that statement up, because we don't mind paying the 50-50. We're just not going to submit. We're just not going to be that traditional wifey type.
So basically, you saying that if 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 he ain't paying all the damn bills, nigga, the luxury situations that you would normally get, most men would get, you're not getting.
Exactly. Why would they deserve that?
You got a good ass point. You really got a good ass point. We got Benjamin in the house. I'm about to bring this nigga up. Anybody can come up, challenge the talking points, because I know you niggas really want to for whatever reason. Benjamin, that's you.
What's happening?
What's
Hey,
going
can
on,
you?
Claire? Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear you
yeah.
good.
Hey, can you put that Insider article that you referenced? Could you put that link in the chat if possible, or put it in the back chat? Because I would like to
Yeah,
take a look at
yeah,
that.
yeah. I put it in the back chat. But yeah, what's going on though? What you
Yeah,
saying?
that with that white boy who hopped on that brother's panel. Jessica X did a stream on it yesterday, and I just dropped a video on it. Check it out. It's some real thick gizzle, you know. But the things how I see it, and SWP, Sergeant Willie Pete, has spoken about this in the past, and just recently he's spoken about this, is that black women don't want to deal with black men who are ahead of them. And when they come across a black man who is ahead of them, it makes them feel insecure and they reevaluate themselves because they automatically think that they should be ahead of black men. So they are avoiding brothers who are upperly mobile and intrepidous.
But Benjamin, my question to you is how many black men are actually ahead of black women? You just heard what I just said. Like the stat just proved that majority of black men ain't making that much damn money, and majority of black men don't have a fucking job. So how many black men are actually ahead of black women?
That's a conversation for another day. I mean, well, I really don't want to touch on that because I don't have all the stats on hand. And I just hopped in your chat probably about 30 minutes ago, so I didn't get the whole conversation. But I'm pretty sure that brothers have done plenty of stats about how the median income of black men compared to the median income of black women. So, I mean, I direct you to the plethora of videos that other brothers have made here on YouTube. It's like it's no secret black women aren't that far ahead of us. If they even are, I doubt they are. I'm pretty sure they're not. I know they're not.
I mean, based on what I've seen in real life, it's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's looking like black women are actually ahead, man. I mean, they building a lot of businesses. I'm seeing a lot of a lot of black women working together. I'm just not seeing. I'm not getting that energy or seeing it from black men, man.
So you mean that stat where the black women open up businesses and they don't employ anybody? I mean, it's easy to apply for an LLC and you're braiding hair out of your apartment. You know what I mean?
I
That's
mean,
classified as a business. You know,
but here's the thing, though.
if I could
I,
braid hair, I can open up an LLC and do the same thing. Is that really a Fortune 500 company?
here's the difference, though, right? So what I notice, what black women really do, and I love it. What we don't do, black women network with each other. So they might not have a lot of employees, but here's what they do: they put their sister on to start her business. They look out for her sister.
In some cases, I'll concede that.
Nah, not some cases, all the time. You see it
Nah,
all the
because
time. They work
these
with
chicks
each
are
other.
competitive with each other. They are competitive with each other. You know that. That bitch don't look better than me.
Hey, no,
Her
no
lace
B.
front ain't on right and whoop de whoop. You know.
We ain't dropping the B words, but
Well,
hold
you
on.
get what I'm saying. You feel me?
Bossy, that's you? Bossy, you
Yeah,
there?
it's me. Yeah, it's
All
me.
right. Bossy, what do you think about what Benjamin who Benjamin been around for a minute. What do you think about what he just said?
OG.
I didn't hear a lot of what he said because my phone, but what he's basically saying is what I did hear was black women don't want to submit to men who have more than them or are quote unquote above them.
Correct.
That's not true. Most black women, I mean, I can only speak for myself and women raised in a similar way as me.
Hmm.
So I can say that I've always wanted to and have been able to submit to men with more resources than say I have or something like that. But I don't like the idea of you saying above them because if you mean financially, sure. But I believe that women, I've always been
Financially,
modeled.
physically, socially,
That's
et
fine if you
cetera, et
want to,
cetera.
that's
Yes.
fine, whatever. All I'm saying is basically women are born to be hypergamous, black women especially, but black men have this inferiority complex to where they get into these relationships with women and they're always trying to over dominate, they're always trying to re-solidify a sort of type of superiority which is uncalled for. That's why when we date outside of our race, the marriages last longer because these men don't have this inferiority complex that needs to be continuously supported. So
Can
it's
I
just
interject real quick, if I could,
sure
please?
that was done.
This, well, if we can just be frank, there are people in this world who are better than others, irrespective of race and or gender. That's just like I like to play basketball. I like to play football, but it's easy to see that the brothers in the NBA or the NFL are better than me at that particular
We don't need
activity. Agreed?
women when men and women do not need to
I
compare
mean,
to
do
each
you
other.
agree with that?
So no, I don't agree because we're not talking about
So I'm not better than
listen,
LeBron James.
listen.
So I'm
A
better than
man,
LeBron James.
a man shouldn't be comparing himself as better than his woman. We are different. We are two halves of a whole.
I
So you
hear you.
should listen to me, sir,
Hmm.
because you're obviously not getting it. Women don't need to be that way because first of all, if you're thinking you're better than your spouse, you need a new spouse. Y'all are two halves of a whole. So if my man is looking at me as competition and saying he needs to be better than me, there's a problem with his psychology. Okay.
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Black women for the longest have been viewing black men as their competition. That's
Who
the thing
says?
that you're leaving out.
Wait,
Who
wait, wait,
says?
wait, wait.
Black women have
Benjamin.
been in competition with black men
Who
for a
said that?
long time.
Where have you seen that at, Benjamin? Where have you seen that at?
Black girl magic. We're doing better. We're the most educated. We're the
How
most.
is Black Girl
We're
Magic?
I know.
they.
Wait,
Hold
man.
on.
Come
Let
on.
me.
Wait, Benjamin. Come on, man. So having self-confidence and confidence is yourself in yourself is competing. Black
Okay.
Girl
Hold
Magic is
on.
about they got confidence. They think they the shit. Like,
Hold
what's
on.
wrong with that?
Also, let
Because
me add
SWP,
this.
just
Let
real
me
quick,
add.
I'm about to lay it out for you. Because SWP just
Black Girl
made a
Magic is about
video.
beauty standards.
Okay,
Period.
forget Black Girl Magic. All right, whatever. I can see whatever. You're right. SWP just made a recent video where he did a reaction to this interview that this brother was interviewing his sister. She was sitting on the couch and she admitted it. She admitted that if she comes across a brother who is ahead of her, she feels some type of way. So that means you can suss that out and see that there's an element of competition. People who think that way, like I'm a U.S. Army soldier, right? If I come across somebody in my unit who has a higher PT score than me, and that makes me feel some type of way, so I go to the gym or I do extra laps around the track, I'm essentially competing with him. So when that she confessed, you can go look up Sergeant
That's
Willie Pete right now. She said it out of her own
Is
mouth.
this talking about army stuff though? Or are you talking about like
I
this is
know. That's
totally
what I'm
different.
trying to like, man. You
We're talking
killing
about
me, right?
relationships.
I'm using
These are
competition.
bad
I'm
analogies. These
using
are really
whatever.
bad
I
And
comparisons.
mean,
then
if you
and then
say
you brought
so,
up,
that's fine.
and we
I
all
know
know,
so because it's not
we
an
Hmm.
all know,
equivalency.
Okay.
we
There's
all
no
know Sergeant.
equivalency.
We
What
all
happened?
know Sergeant Willie P don't like black women, man. Like you could have used somebody else.
I mean, it's there. She said it. She said it. She said it herself.
Let
And
me see.
You're talking about in the army though.
he
She's not
has
talking
other
about in a
clips.
relationship.
He has other clips where there's been other women who have confessed the same thing.
In the army or in
So
relationships.
so one can deduce
Can you clarify
from the
this, or no?
words
You're just
of
gonna ignore my
the
question?
women's mouths, their own mouths, that they are in fact and have been in fact in competition
You're
with
supposed to
us.
compete with men and other people for rank in the military.
So
Duh.
what I'm saying is that out here on the open
She's not
market,
supposed to rest in her femininity. She in the army. That doesn't make
we
sense.
compete with
You have problems
everybody.
with equivalencies,
And if a
obviously.
woman wants a competitive man, she needs to
Wait, hold
latch
on, hold
on
on,
to
hold on,
said
hold on.
competitive man.
Hold on. Hey, it's me. It's me. Your device wasn't connected. So try to come up again. But y'all go. Benjamin, you be reaching, boy.
I'm just saying. I mean, man, woman, child, black, white, or whatever. If you want to compete with me for socioeconomic supremacy within this society, game on. Let's play
Black
and let the
women
chips
ain't. But
fall where
here's
they
the thing,
may.
though. Here's the
That's what
thing,
I'm
though,
saying. Let
bruh.
the chips fall where
Here's
they
the
may.
thing, though. These niggas ain't trying. They're not
I
trying.
mean, these niggas. You not talking about this nigga though.
Okay,
I
you
can't
won,
speak on. I can't speak on those niggas. I can speak on
bruh.
this
You
nigga.
won. You one dude out of
Nah, I
all these
mean,
guys, man.
it's more of us out here than what you would think. You need
Bruh,
to
the
give us
stats.
some credit,
Hey,
brother.
the stats don't say that.
You're competitive, right?
The
Are you
stats don't
competitive?
say that though. The stats not saying black men are competing. The
Jerome,
stats actually say black men have given up that
are
that
you
that high
competitive?
unemployment rate. Hold on, we got Alexandra in the house. Alexandra, that's you, player.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? What you think about the craziness this man is saying today?
Thick gizzle.
Man, please. And if I see, because I'm starting to see black men on the side of the road holding up signs saying, can you please give me some change? Spare me some change. I
My
mean,
brother,
Let me.
you
heck
sound
is
like
Hey,
going
you
on
wear a
here?
helmet on a short bus, my brother.
wait,
No
hold on,
offense,
hold on.
but you
Let me
sound
go
kind
back
of
to that.
off
Hey.
right now.
Wait, Alexandra, say it one more time.
I said I keep seeing I said I keep seeing black men on the side of the street out there asking for money.
My
And I'm
brother, no offense, but I think this conversation is a little bit above your pay grade, my brother.
brother, no offense, but I think you and the rest of the manosphere are the main reason why other
You
races
need to be
of
talking
men.
about one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Bro, shut the
You need to
fuck up.
go
Shut
have
the
some
fuck up, okay?
Dr. Seuss
And
conversations, my guy. You don't sound too
dude,
bright.
dude, for real, see, it's black men like you who makes me hate being a black man because black men like you want to
You speaking negatively on us, brother. So
Wait,
I
y'all hold
gotta
on, hold
I
on.
well,
gotta get you.
Wait,
maybe
y'all hold
tough
on.
love is one.
Alexander, hold on one
Hey
second. Y'all hold on
you
one second.
guys.
Benjamin, hold
But
on.
maybe
Hold on.
tough.
Yes.
All right.
Hold
Yeah,
on, nigga.
stop.
Hold
Stop.
on. Koja, we got you in the house. Koja, that's you.
Hey, I missed the middle of it. Somebody had called me, but I don't think black women have been in competition with black men, but I think the fact that others speak on what black women do has made some black men become in competition with black women because I remember in the election when they took Georgia and stuff and how they complimented black women for being the support of the Democratic Party and being instrumental in that. You had a lot of black men that were upset about it. It wasn't that they had not said black men didn't do anything that wasn't it. They said black women, this happened because black women did this. And I think it was really so much too in the Roy Moore situation. He was the pedophile that was running for I think it was a Senate or a representative seat in Alabama, and how black women were instrumental in him not winning that. They didn't say anything negative about black men. They just said positive things about black women. And as a result, there was a lot of black men on social media in their feelings. I don't have a bunch of college. I just have an associate's degree and a lot of AS associate degree credits. I've never put my education in a man's face, but I have had men tell me, oh, Miss
That's a
College,
great point.
graduate, Miss College, graduate, Miss this and Miss that. I really don't care where you earn your money from, because you know I'll be the first one to get on here and say, you can't get the space, you can't go to sea, you can't even get vegetables from point A to point B without air conditioning and refrigeration. But because black women are, other people are writing articles about black women and how we're becoming educated and this and that. Black men feel the need to speak negatively of. We ain't going around saying, we basically don't care how you earn your money, as long as you earn your money. And I think black men are in competition with black women. It's like when they say, don't dull your shine for nobody, like they want black women to dull their shine. They want us to stop running, to stand still so they can catch up or they can surpass us.
Now, can I interject real quick? You made a great point.
Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you, but hold on. I gotta make sure who this person is. AM, that's you? All right.
Well,
yeah, you got it.
Sister, you made a great point about the college education of black women, because we've been hearing over the years, what's that line that Kevin Samuels likes to use? I have a PhD. Like, we hear this shit all the time.
And Kevin Samuels doesn't have
brother.
That's the difference between
I'm about to just
black
say
women
this, and I'm about to
Kevin
get off
Samuels.
because I gotta go grab some chow, my brother. I don't want to do this, but
I don't want to do this with you, but here we are, bro.
Jerome, you just gonna let the short bus guy jump on me like that?
Just get it out, man.
All right. Black women have been, in fact, toting and patting themselves on the back with their education, which is a sign that they are in competition with us. And if you want to say that black men are competing with black women, hey, we're all equal, right? This is a fair country. Everything is equal. Free market principles. Let the competition begin.
This is the thing. I'm not in competition with you. If you get a degree, it doesn't impact me. I will hope that you would pat yourself on the back, and I will hope that your family would celebrate you. So,
I'm in competition with anybody.
Well, if you put yourself in some, then say that you're in competition with women, but don't say black women are in competition. But that is what you have invented. But don't sit here and say that black women are in competition with you, because we ain't. We trying to eat and survive. That's what we're doing. We're trying to eat, survive, and thrive. But no, that's not true, because when any person gets a degree or any person has an accomplishment, I will hope they would celebrate it. And by them celebrating themselves does not diminish me or what I do. Only if I feel inferior. Only if I feel inferior. Only if I feel inferior, insecure, or less would somebody else shining make me feel bad about myself. When your self-esteem is where it needs to be and you feeling good about you, don't nothing make you feel less. Now, when you missing some stuff on you inside, then you in competition with everybody. When the world is your measuring stick, you will never measure up, because the problem is not the world. The problem starts within you. And I don't care how many degrees you get, ain't gonna help it.
One last thing I'm gonna dispel from you. When I was in AIT.
Wait, Benjamin, hold on 1 second. Let me make sure. Rizza, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna let Benjamin get it out, and then we're gonna go to you.
Hold on, just to answer this brother's question, I do have a college degree. I have a 2-year college degree, and I'm about to enter into a program to get my 4-year in computer networking or computer science, whichever one.
Negro, that's a woman, man. That's a woman.
Well, okay.
Put some respect on Organic Black name.
I got you. Yeah, okay.
All right,
Organic Black.
Yeah.
But one last thing. When I was in AIT, right? I was in AIT, all of our MOSs, we go to class, we drill. And one of the drill sergeants said, "Look around, soldiers. All of these people here, men and women, they are your competition. So when you go through your military career and you build your resume and you get out and go into the outside world to get jobs in the civilian realm, you're competing. These same people that you're in formation with, that you yucking it up with, that you are doing PT with, and all that other stuff, they are in competition with you.
That's the
whether they be black man, white man, black woman, white woman, Latino, etc. So that's just the reality. And I'm saying, okay, let the games begin. Let's compete.
You're taking two different relationships and trying to compare them. Number one, when we're talking about black men and black women, we're not talking about the army. We're not talking about the relationship that exists between the army and everybody else. We're talking about the interpersonal relationship between black men and black women. That is in a different context between an employment. So when I'm comparing something, listen, I'm not out. See, you have made it war, but that's your perception and your definition. But just understand that everybody not on that page with you. But when I compare, when I'm as a nurse, what they taught us to do is if you hurt your right arm, I don't compare your right arm to your left arm, your left leg. I compare it to your right arm. So you have to start by comparing the appropriate things within the appropriate context. So that would be incorrect what you're doing because you're not doing it in the right context and you're comparing a leg to a head.
Economics is warfare.
No. When we're talking about the interpersonal relationship between black men and black women, we are not talking about the military and employment.
I'm not talking about being in a relationship. If you're in a relationship,
and the fact that you would declare war against black women, I don't hear you, but you're not on. But you're on here comparing. There ain't no black woman in no war with you. And I will say most black women will celebrate. I'm telling you, most black women and the black women on this panel will celebrate when a black man gets a degree.
Good for you and good for them.
Excellent. Baby, but what I'm saying, you enjoy that illness on that island of delusion by yourself, and that delusional, paranoid world. And see, these are the mental health problems. These are the mental health problems that black men need to go and get in check, because this will lead to paranoia and delusion.
All right, Koja, 1 second.
All right, so there you have it. Now, when I was doing the editing for this video and I was re-listening to this particular clip that you just heard, certain scriptures came to mind. And as some of my longtime listeners know that I am of the Most High. I am in the truth. I am in the knowledge. I do rock with that, and I incorporate scripture into some of my content here and there. But I'm gonna work my way backwards to the last female that I had interaction with, and work my way backwards to Jerome when I had my initial interaction with Jerome. Now, the handicapped brother, I'm not really even going to address him. I addressed him on the panel, and that, he really doesn't need a response. But, I kind of feel bad because I'm like, brother, you shouldn't even be in this conversation, to be honest with you. I'm sorry that you came out the way you came out and that you were bullied or probably picked on back in school or whatever the case was. But, if you're speaking out against the brothers, whether you blind, crippled, crazy, or lame, I got to get you. And that's just that. But anyway, starting with the last female that I was talking to, when I started speaking the truth that I was speaking, you could really see the demon start to come up out of her. That's when she was talking, trying to overtalk me, trying to filibuster. That's, her demon got activated. And she started cursing me, talking about, allegations of mental health and paranoia and all this other stuff. And Psalms 10, verse 7 states, "His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity." Now, her mouth being full of deceit, she tried to obfuscate the conversation by saying, we're here to talk about the dynamics of, black men and black women, not economics. Well, where the deceit comes in is that 80% of divorces are initiated by women, right? What's the number one cause for divorce? For financial reasons, yes. So you cannot separate the economics from the quote-unquote interpersonal relationships between black men and black women. Those are one and the same. You know what I'm saying? You can't have one without the other, Shout out to the old TV show Love and Marriage. So that's where the deceit came in with that one. Also, let me see here. We had the first female that I was speaking to, and she tried to when she came on, she was she slipped in a little bit of divestment. You know how she has to date the best options that she can. I'm pretty sure she's a divester or whatever. But she tried to paint herself as if she's this submissive type of woman. And you can see through her actions, just from a simple conversation with a man whom she had disagreements with, she tried to filibuster, overtalk me, and then try to, use deceptive deceptive, methods to try to obfuscate the conversation. I use my military experiences as an analogy, and then she wanted to get off the point which I used the analogy for, and then just focus on the analogy, and then just go down that rabbit hole. I'm like, look, I'm not finna play them games with you. You know. In Psalms 52 verse 12 says, "For the sin of their mouth and for the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak." Now, see, going back to the last female, she said that she tried to imply a level of paranoia with me, and she said something about you're gonna be alone on that island and all that other stuff. The funny thing is, with this particular scripture speaks to, is that she, with her own cursing, she's gonna be overtaken by her own curses. She's gonna be the one paranoid, because now that she's had that conversation with me, now she's gonna have in her mind that every black man that she comes across is gonna be maybe thinking like me, and she's gonna be paranoid. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't move around in paranoia. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. I'm just aware of who and what I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with these liberal black females, and I'm not afraid of them. I just know how to move. So paranoid, no. Okay. Now going back to the first female, right? Really both of them, because I use the analogy of how in AIT, right? This is AIT, and I went to AIT, with a lot of people who were in my exact MOS, right? Obviously. And one of the drill sergeants, he was talking to us and shit, and he said, "Soldiers, look around. These are your competition." And he really instilled in us, well, in me, that regardless, these brothers and these sisters and these people from other mothers and what have you, I may be cordial with them, I may be even friends with some of them, but when it comes to this military shit and then parlaying our skills and credentials that we gain in the military into a civilian career, these guys I'm gonna be competing with, and these females I'm gonna be competing with, So economics is war. And the main point that I was trying to say is that, hey, for many years now, these black females have been competing with us, unbeknownst to us. Like we've been in a fight and we didn't even know we were in a fight. You know what I'm saying? As long as I've been an adult, when I came of age in the early 2000s, I've been in a fight, and within the past 5 or 6 years, I just realized, oh shit, these females been whooping my ass, you know what I'm saying? Or attempting to whoop my ass by competing with me in the realm of economics and the socioeconomic landscape. They haven't been looking at me to take care of them, or they haven't been looking at me as a consort that they can compliment. No, they've been looking at me as competition, as the ops. So it really, I got a message. Hold on, I'll get back to that. So it really, really scared them. You could really hear the fear in them when they heard a black man speaking about economics from a perspective of war and competing not only with other men, but saying, okay, sister, you want to compete with me? Guess what? I'm going to be competing with you now. You know? And this scripture from Exodus 15, chapter 15, verse 3 came to mind. It said, the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. So when I speak the language of war and competition, I'm essentially speaking the language of the Most High. You know what I mean? So I'm on good authority to speak the way that I'm speaking and to think the way that I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Now, what I was trying to convey to these ladies is that, hey, how about you step your game up socially and physically and attach yourself to a competitive man? Then you don't have to worry about competing with me or men who have a mindset like me. You don't have to worry about that because you got a competitive man who's going to compete with me. All you got to do is just hit your wagon to him and you good, right? You good. But the reality is a lot of these ladies know they're finished. They're finished. And that last female that I was talking to, she's highly finished. She's 40 something. Look, ain't no man of substance gonna put up with that. Just the way she was talking to me, I'm trying to have a civil conversation, and you trying to turn this into an argument and over talk and filibuster and shit. You think a man of substance is gonna tolerate that? No. And besides, she's old. And the first chick, she got some little filtered ass fucking avatar. Okay, whatever. But the clock is ticking on her. All right. Now getting to Jerome. Jerome made some deceptive claims, some inaccurate claims. And first I want to speak about, I didn't put it in the clip, but he brought up an article, which I think I'm going to try to do a video on that. I need to go ahead and read that article myself. I'm going to look it up and read it myself. But he was talking about, that there are millions of jobs and these jobs aren't hiring black men. And then he tried to twist that into say, well, black men are lazy and they're not out here trying to get jobs or whatever. And then he made the claim that black women are doing better than black men. And I'm like, brother, come on now. You can easily look up the median income of black men and black women, And I believe Obsidian has done plenty of content concerning that, comparing the finances of black men in comparison to the finances of black women, Also, Tommy Sotomayor, he was the first one to point out that the average black woman has a net worth of like $5. When you factor in their income versus their debt, it comes out to positive 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bruh. Come on, man. And I was reminded because what Jerome is doing, he's trying to get a stable of women around him to support his channel. He's speaking, his content is centered on stroking the female ego. So he wants to get a large female following, kind of like Taz. That's why him and Taz are beefing. Him and Taz are in the same lane. They're competing with one another. For female listeners and female contributors. But the Bible verse that came to mind when I really just assessed Jerome was Naaman chapter 3, verse 13. Behold, thy people in thy midst No, excuse me. The people in the midst of thee are women. The gates of thy land shall be set wide open unto thine enemies, and the fire shall devour thy bars. What does that mean? What does that mean? It's like look at your troops, man. Look at your army. They are women, or they are like women. Look at them. You know? That was like that video when I questioned Taz about him advocating for black women to abort black male babies. I said simply, look, if you have a community comprised of mostly women going up against another community with 50% women, 50% males, who the fuck you think is gonna win in the area of competition? I'm not just talking about from a stomp down, boots on the ground combat war aspect. No, I'm talking about in the economics, because economics is warfare. Your community is your army. Or your conglomerate is your army. And you can just look at the hair care industry and see where black women's priorities are, you know? And Jerome want to tote this stat about, they're starting they're starting businesses. They have, brother, and I had to explain to this brother, just because you do hair and you apply for an LLC and you do hair out of your, 1-bedroom apartment doesn't make you a fucking business owner. That's more like a fucking hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Come on, you get an LLC and you start selling lashes, and you want to sit up here in front like you some fucking tycoon or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I mean? You apply for an LLC and then you start having these fucking dildo parties and shit. You start selling dildos and other sex toys and ointments and creams and shit. That make you a fucking tycoon. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is laughable, bruh. This shit is laughable. Like these females pop all this shit about how they're fucking killing it, and they're really not killing it the way they say they're killing it, bruh. They're just not. They, like I've always said, they're playing tea party. They're having an imaginary tea party. A little girl sits down at her table and then she's got, her little stuffed animals sitting down at the table and they're all having tea. This is exactly what these grown women are doing. They're having an imaginary fucking tea party and they want your ass to play along. And when you don't play along and you slap reality on the table, they get very upset. They get very upset. Listen, I have a daughter, young daughter. She's a child. I will sit down and have an imaginary tea party with her to appease her, to spend quality time with her. But I'd be damned if I'm going to play make-believe with a grown-ass woman, But yeah, brothers, I'm about to put another clip up, and then I'm gonna come behind that and give some more commentary on that. Fair use, by the way. Fair use.
And people that I speak with and have as associates or friends or business partners, I have 3 LLCs and an Inc. And look me up because I want you to give me a shout out. CFE Industries
Okay,
LLC.
well, slow down now. If you want to advertise, you need to pay for that. Let's not be bummy. Let's not be bummy. Business wasn't so great. Let's not do that.
Jason, I just wanted to say is that I would like the millionaire and billionaire men to be more supportive of women in business.
No.
That is needed in our community.
N-O, no, not nit, nay, nine. No. And let me tell you why. The reason why is because, unfortunately, what we've entered into is a situation where women are not, quote unquote, in business. They see themselves as in competition. There's the problem. They see themselves as in competition with the men. That's the problem. Instead of the females simply saying that, well, I want to get a job as a, okay, ma'am, it's time for you to learn something. You're operating on a lot of misconceptions. What you're saying is completely divorced from reality. You don't see any men or any women sitting here co-signing what you're saying. What you're saying is completely out of touch with the real world. I understand how you might feel, but what you feel is not the reality. That's your perception. It's what you feel. That is not real.
My perception is my reality, and yours is your reality.
Ma'am, perception and reality by definition are not the same thing. What you're doing right now, though.
I said some people's perception can be another person's reality.
Ma'am, no, they're not. Okay, let's not do that. What you're doing right now.
No, they're not.
Okay, ma'am, no offense. What you're doing right now at your advanced age, this is the problem right here. This is it right here. Thank you for being a patron, but what you're doing right now at your advanced elderly age, this is the problem that men have. Right here, what you're doing.
Wow.
This is the problem.
Wow.
Right here. You are on the phone talking to somebody that you know he knows his stuff. You know he's got his strictly tight. And you're arguing over the definition of words that we can Google and look up. And you're arguing over it not because you're correct, because you know you're dead wrong. You're arguing because you want to save face.
Someone's perception and reality can be different. I didn't say that.
No, you said you're.
Opposite.
No, you said perception is reality.
I said someone's
ma'am, you said perception. You said perception is reality. I'm not going to sit here and argue that. You said perception is reality. And what I'm saying is that this type of obstinance, stubbornness, hard-headedness, belligerence, this is the problem. And when a female says that she quote-unquote owns a business, she doesn't mean what a man means when he says, I own a business. When a man says he owns a business, what he means is that he is taking his rightful place in the world by subduing the earth's resources, utilizing them and turning them into something more valuable, and enhancing and increasing the value of himself, his community, his people, and the planet. When a female says I'm in business, she means ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, so I can be as, wait for it, stubborn, obstinate, defiant, belligerent, and argumentative as I wish to be, only now I am more insulated from consequences for this bad behavior. So we're talking about a difference in motives.
You are exaggerating, Jason Black.
No, ma'am, that's not an exaggeration because the simple fact of the matter is,
what I said. I feel it's
ma'am, that's not an exaggeration. 90% of black female businesses, 90% of black female businesses are simply a self-employed individual. They have no employees.
I like that.
Okay, that's your proof about their motive for starting the business. That's your proof.
Well, this woman, I'm an MBA, DBA, SBA, and AFDBE.
Okay, that and $30 to get you a cab ride across town. I should know.
Exactly.
So, in other words, that doesn't bolster your point. Okay, but that doesn't bolster your point. That doesn't mean that you're an easy.
The point that what I'm
ma'am, that doesn't mean that you're an easy person to deal with, and it doesn't mean that a man would desire to be in your company. That's the problem. So, yes, give yourself all those accolades. That has nothing to do with that.
And let the church say amen. So, there you have it. The same delusion, the same stubborn, belligerent demeanor that those females displayed to me on the panel, on a Jerome Whiteside's panel, was the same obstinate stubbornness, bullheadedness, and delusion that was just on display on Jason Black's program that you just witnessed. And I just wanted to juxtapose those two clips and those two different interactions, you know. And Jason Black pretty much hit it right on the head. He said, what I said just 2 hours prior to that program when I spoke to Jerome Whiteside, dispelling this notion that black women are just killing it as far as businesses are concerned and whatnot. Like, no. Just because you get an LLC and you do hair out of your house, that doesn't make you a fucking business tycoon. You know what I mean? You know, like I said earlier on this video, just because you open an LLC and sell lashes or have these passion parties and sell sex toys and shit, that doesn't make you a fucking business tycoon. You know, all it is for you to get enough money to defy a man's authority and then sit up here and say, we're all the good black men. These black men are dusty and all this other shit. No, you have a mechanism in place that when you do come across a competent man, for one, you're going to avoid him because you know, just like we know now, he who has the gold has the power. And you sisters got just enough gold to be single for the rest of your life. You know, this sister on this female on Jason Black's program, she was in her 50s, you know. And the last female that I was talking to on the stream, on Jerome Whiteside stream, she sounded like she's probably in her mid to late 40s. And the first female, she probably late 20s, early 30s. I'll give her that. But I mean, hey, you can see where the progression is gonna go, you know. And I made a video some time ago that spoke to the same thing that Jason Black said when the female on his program asked him, you guys of your strata, you know, the millionaires and the black male billionaires need to help black female businesses, and Jason Black responded with a definitive no, and he laid out the reason why. And in a video that I made, I believe it was called Stop Supporting Black Female Businesses, I simply laid out that if we're getting charged with dereliction because we're not industrious, we're not intrepidous, you know, we're not businessmen, we're not business savvy, we don't conduct good business, and you know, we don't control any industries and shit, and we're getting charged up by these females, by these black females to be exact, then why should we then turn around and support your businesses? And I said, okay, here's the deal. Since I'm supposed to be the leader of the community, if black men are supposed to be the leaders of the community, then guess what? We're not going to do any business with black female businesses. We're only going to do business with black male businesses. And you know, black females have been poking the bear for quite some time, you know. And when I got on the panel and said, okay, let's play ball. Come outside, let's play ball. You could see the fear and the demon come up out, you know. Because Chronicles of Judah 144:1 said, and he said it so beautifully. He said, the man is like a male lion. It's difficult to rouse him up, but once you rouse him up, he will destroy everything around him. And for like at least the past 30 years, from what I've personally seen, from the 90s sitcoms, I mean, not the 90s sitcoms, the 90s talk shows like Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse Raphael, Geraldo, Oprah Winfrey, you name it. They've been charging black men with being derelict. And so now, if and when black men start saying, okay, all right, game on. Don't complain. Don't complain. Just, you know. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Thick Gizzle. Get up on that.